What's up, my loves? Good magical morning. Jasmine Atten here, Mystic at the Crossroads, and this is part 2, video 2 of the Elemental Magic series. The next element on the list that we're going to talk about is the element of air. I did a video about this a couple of months ago on incense magic. I will add the link to that video somewhere down in the description box or up here somewhere, so that you are able to go back and kind of pick up a couple of additional tips for using incense in your magical workings. But we're going to talk about setting up an altar space to represent your sun/star sign if you are an air sign, and why this is important. So for starters, setting up a altar and working with your elemental, ancient god, goddess, deity, or just that element itself is very powerful, because that's directly a direct connected link to who you are, how you show up in life, and it will aid you in manifesting and creating things that you want. Like I said in my previous video, my altars have changed over the years. I changed them with the seasons. I've worked with different spiritual energies, and now I have created a water altar because I am a Pisces, and it has created some profound and very magical changes in my life. So today I'm going to go over just a short list of items that you can incorporate to create an air element altar for yourself. Okay, so first and foremost, air signs, sun signs of air are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The cardinal direction for air is east. The color that represents air is yellow. So if you have a altar that you can face towards the east, up against an east wall, would be ideal if space permits in your home. The sun rises in the east, which represents creation and bringing in new things. So it would be appropriate if you could face it in that direction. But if not, don't worry about it, because we have a whole list of things that you can place on your altar to bring in that magical energy. For one, kind of goes without saying, yellow candles. Even though this may be an air altar, you are going to have other things that pull from other elements to combine them all together. Okay, so yellow candles, yellow tablecloths, incense, of course, burning incense or resins or herbs with your, for example, with your petition. One of my favorite money spells is taking your call money incense and placing it over a significant amount of money and just letting that incense burn and take the energy of that money and send it up to the ethers. There's a little money ritual for you guys. So incense, your breath, speaking life into your petitions, blowing on your petitions, blowing over your altar. Do not blow your candles out, however, but you can blow life force into your candles before you light them. Wands and athames. I have a couple here that I'll show you guys. So wands direct energy, and if you guys want me to do a whole video on working with your magical wands, I have 4. They all have different purposes, but wands direct energy and they align with the vibration of air. The way I like to remember how your altar tools work is you can wave a wand. You can wave a wand in the air, or take your wand and be like, you know, I kind of feel like a wizard when I do that. But wands. Athames also, some cultures say that athames, or they, like in Wicca, for example, athames will represent south. I think that's a personal choice that you have to kind of decide. But for me, my athame sits on the east side of my altar that represents air. And again, that's a whole nother video and a very deep topic that we can go into at a later date and a later time. Another thing that represents air that you can place on your altar or even in your home is you can have insects. So for example, you may have seen sometimes insects are preserved in resins. Taxidermies will preserve butterflies and things like that. You can have those sort of energetic representations. You could bring living animals into your house. You could bring a bird into your house. If you do choose to bring a bird in, this is a side note, I love birds. I have a weird thing about seeing them in cages. If I had a bird, I probably would let it wander around the house, but they poop a lot, so that's why I don't have one. Never mind the cat on top of that. But if you do choose to bring a bird and their beautiful energy into your home, please give them a comfortable space to live in. I can't stand seeing house birds in these tiny cages. How would you like to feel if you were locked up in a cage for hours on end? So I'm gonna leave that there. Diffusers. You can diffuse the air with your water and essential oils that are aligned with whatever it is that you're working to create for yourself. Feathers, wind chimes, burning ancestor money, another way to connect with the air energy. Alchemic tools, so you can have, or alchemic symbols. You can print out symbols that represent air, put them in a little frame, hang them over your altar, maybe even have a wood burn of them, draw them out into sigils and place them on the altar, draw them out into sigils and burn them. You can also work with and invite the energy of fairies into your home. Fairies are real. For anyone that's like, that's storybook. No, fairies are very real. They coexist in a dimension that's separate but kind of runs along parallel to ours. And they're interesting little creatures to work with. Again, I'm not going to get into that topic. You can do your own research, but they can be very helpful to your magic. So I hope this information was helpful. I know this was a short kind of compact video. I just wanted to give you guys just some basic places to start, and you can do your homework from there. That's what I love about magic, is you take what you learn and you individualize it and make it your own. Do some homework on finding a particular elemental ancient god or goddess or a deity that you choose to work with. Set up a beautiful space and watch how your life begins to change, and all the things that you want to manifest come through instantaneously. I mean, literally like this. All right, my loves, thank you so much. If you have more questions or you need help setting up your altar, you can book a private consultation with me. All of my information will be down in the description box below. Follow me on my social medias at One Ritual Way on Instagram and Mystic at the Crossroads on Facebook. I post tips and tricks that I do not share here on YouTube. Until next time, much love, happy full moon, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.